Hello? I am the chronicler. Welcome. Or welcome back. Today is a remarkable day. I hope you enjoy Chapter 8. Please give a like and subscribe. Now, let's get into it. Chapter 8. The Edges of Understanding. The lab, bathed in the cold, sterile glow of fluorescent lighting, seemed suspended in time as if the very air held its breath. Machines hummed steadily, monitors flickered, keyboards tapped. The low, constant symphony filled the space, yet it was the tension among the group that defined the room. Each presence suggested that the forces at work extended beyond the machines themselves, a quiet gravity marking the significance of what was about to unfold. Dr. Jeffrey Lark, Syra, and Kylor entered the facility, footsteps muted on the pristine floors. The door slid shut behind them with a hiss, sealing them in with a team already at work. Subtle glances followed them, curiosity, skepticism, the familiar stirrings of caution and ambition that accompany those on the brink of discovery. Their presence reminded everyone how much remained unknown and how much might soon be revealed. Dr. Maya Patel, stationed at a console, gave a curt nod. Her gaze suggested a mind attuned to patterns and risk alike, a sentinel of reason amid uncertainty. Ben Varga, tall and slightly hunched, adjusted scanning equipment with quick, practiced fingers. Linda Kiley hovered near a series of holographic projections, brow furrowed as she manipulated the floating screens with casual grace. Riley Farrow drew the most attention. He sat before the artifact as he had countless times before, posture relaxed, deep green eyes locked onto the object with an intensity that seemed to shape the energy of the room. His connection to the artifact had a resonance that could not be measured in volts or decibels, a subtle force that those around him could sense without understanding. Syra lingered near the back, her pale skin catching the light with an almost imperceptible shimmer. Kylor stood close, scanning the room with quiet attention. Both observed, aware of nuances in interaction, attuned to currents of thought rather than any overt threat. For now, they were silent yet alert to what the unfolding events might reveal. "Let's get started," Dr. Holland Carter's voice cut through the hummed calm yet tinged with frustration. "Even with all our resources, we're no closer to understanding this." Patel's fingers flew over the controls. "The scans are producing mountains of data, but none of it makes sense. There's something here beyond our sensors." Riley's voice was low, meditative. "We need to consider mental states, not just physical input. The mind-mental clarity is key." Ben frowned. "Mental clarity? Explain." "This responds to frequencies, patterns of thought," Riley said. "We need an environment free from distraction, a mind attuned to its subtle signals." Linda tilted her head, a hint of a grin tugging at her lips. "Sounds like you might need yoga pants for your meditation sessions, Riley." The corner of Riley's mouth twitched, but he did not break focus. Syra exchanged a glance with Kylor, silently noting the depth of Riley's connection. He resonated with it in ways no one else did. Lark observed differently, his gaze lingering on patterns, calculating which observations to record and which to withhold. "You're onto something," Patel said, studying the readings. "Scans show anomalies, energy signatures that don't match known sources. There's more here than we can measure." Lark's voice cut in, calm but firm. "We need caution. We don't know the full extent of its capabilities. Every experiment is a guess, and that makes it dangerous." A casual clink of a coffee mug broke the tension as Ben took a sip. "Honestly, I think caffeine's the only thing keeping me sane." A few small chuckles rippled through the room, brief relief in the shadow of the unknown. Syra stepped forward slightly. "Agreed. But we can't ignore it. Its presence is active, it's reaching out in ways we can sense." Carter and Lark exchanged a look, an unspoken understanding that every action carried consequence. Lark's jaw tightened imperceptibly. This was more than research, it was engagement with forces whose full measure remained unseen. "We're not ignoring it," Lark said, steady but final. "Every step from here has consequences." Kylor's voice was low, measured. "Then let's make sure those consequences are the right ones. Together." Lark shot a brief, appraising glance, then nodded once. All right. Proceed with caution, but proceed. The team moved with purpose. Ben adjusted scanner readings. Linda danced her fingers through holographic projections, teasing Riley again about stretching exercises before meditation. The lab thrummed with nervous energy. Syra noted the uncertainty lingering over the team. Despite readings and theory, no one could fully grasp what was happening. Only Riley seemed to sense the artifact's depth. Before the test began, Patel offered a rare moment of warmth. She adjusted Riley's sleeves gently, her voice soft. Hey, don't forget to breathe. You're not alone in this. Riley exhaled, the tension in his shoulders easing slightly. Thanks. Means more than you know. Ben, leaning over a scanner, grinned. Yeah, man. We've got your back, artifact or no artifact. Linda chuckled quietly, her eyes warm. And if anything goes sideways, I promise I won't let it be boring. Riley's lips curved in a faint smile. All right. I think I can do this, with you guys. Syra, observing from the back, allowed herself a soft nod. Even from the periphery, this moment of human connection offered grounding against the unknown. The first test was simple on paper. A neural stimulator would assess the artifact's energy field interaction with brainwaves. Riley volunteered, posture relaxed, mind laser-focused. Electrodes were placed gently on his scalp. A soft hum filled the room as the machine powered up. Lark watched the data shift wildly, fluctuating beyond recognizable patterns. His fingers drummed against the console. The readings, they're responding to him, he murmured under his breath, noting which details to share and which to hold for later reflection. Do you feel anything? Patel asked, anticipation edging her voice. It's subtle, Riley said, eyes closed, lips curving faintly. But it's there. Waiting. Ben adjusted settings. Increase output, maybe provoke a clearer response. The hum grew louder, vibrations thrumming through floor and air. Even from the edges, Syra sensed the room's thickened energy, the artifact reacting to Riley, amplifying him in ways no one could yet measure. Attuned to the mind, that's why he's unique, Lark murmured, the word heavy with reflection rather than judgment. Riley slowly rose, gaze locked. It's not about control, Lark. It's about understanding. This is alive. The word struck Lark, unsettling him. Alive? Or something mimicking life? He restrained the urge to voice all his doubts, noting only that observation might not equate to comprehension. The machine powered down, whirring into silence. Riley remained focused, distant. It didn't respond as expected, he said softly. But it's waiting for something. Syra felt the weight settle around them. The artifact pulsed faintly, imperceptible yet insistent, pressing against the edges of thought. It was more than a relic, yet not a force easily defined. In that subtle pressure lay both promise and peril, a caution and a beckoning that would extend far beyond the lab, beyond any of those present. And so, across lands and ages, these threads of truth weave together. The chronicles await those who listen carefully. Stay connected to every revelation, subscribe, hit like, and journey with me as history unfolds.